Y'all, Gypsy Rose is crashing out bad right now. Just about 30 minutes ago, she issued, I guess, what she deems an apology to Ryan, complete with some tears and just craziness. And check this out, the girl even left the comments open. Right. No, she doesn't have to review the comments first. I don't know if she's so beside herself, she forgot to fix her settings or what it is. But of course, in true Gypsy fashion, she made it all about her and her feelings being hurt by Ryan releasing the text message, which we all see wasn't nothing. I mean, just her saying, "Are you and Amber J together? I don't know what's real," and he says, "Say what?" Now, what is so bad about that? And to be fair, she first had Bree release text messages that he sent to her, but of course, in her eyes, he's wrong for releasing any from her. So she goes on to say about how she always trusted him, and now that he has broken this trust, she is hurt. And she talks about how when she felt distant from Ken those first 2 weeks postpartum, how she confided in Ryan. So they obviously had some deep conversation. And this man, even though she left him and did him so dirty, that man was good enough to be there for her, to let her cry on his shoulder through phone, whatever. But point being, it's all about her and how hurt she is. She whips up some tears for the camera and talks about how Ryan was her comfort. Ken is her love, but Ryan's always been her comfort. And she's explaining what a hard spot she's in because she can't be friends with Ryan really because she has a whole family now. And she admits that she hit below the belt by releasing something he wouldn't want released, the whole methadone thing. But by the way, Ryan, if you so happen, I doubt it, but if you so happen to come across this video, we all stand behind you, Ryan. Team Ryan all the way. But moving on, this was the best part of the whole video. Finally, finally, a piece of honest to God truth came out of Gypsy's mouth. She admitted to being a piece of shit. Yes, I'm serious. She said to Ryan, "I'm sorry that you fell in love with a piece of shit like me." Is she sorry? No, I don't believe that. But I have got to give the girl credit. She finally realized what a piece of shit she really is. That's all we wanted was a little bit of honesty from the girl. I'm thinking that Mike Stanfield told her how much trouble she could be in potentially for releasing this information about Ryan with methadone, and that's why she made this video. I don't believe it was genuine. I don't believe she cares at all that she completely violated his trust. She just wants to talk about her trust being broken. I'm sure he told her this in confidence. But of course, it's not about him and his feelings. It's all about her and how she feels. When you're trying to apologize to someone, you don't make it about yourself. You're trying to write how you made them feel, not how you feel. That's what she doesn't understand. But it was quite a long video, and she's clearly crashing out because I will give her credit. This is the most real I think she's ever been. You know what? There might be a teeny tiny little bit of her that feels bad about it. There really might be. But she's a master manipulator, so she may have me fooled with this too. I don't believe she's all broken up like she portrayed herself to be and just completely heartbroken and filled with regret and remorse for doing this to Ryan. I don't believe that. But I think that there might be 1% of her that feels a little bad about it. But like I said, she had a motive behind this, and I think her motive was to try to gain number one, to gain sympathy for herself, of course, because hey, look at me, I'm doing the right thing. I'm apologizing to Ryan. I'm the bigger person. And I also think it had something to do with the legal issues behind it. Mm-hmm. Because that girl doesn't have a heart. She did not just wake up and decide that she was going to apologize. So, I don't know, but check it out and let me know what you think about it all. Really, I'm on the fence on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at this a few more times, and I might come back with more to this because, in my excitement to get on here and run my mouth about it and talk about it, probably forgot a lot of what was said. All I know is she, made it all about her, which wasn't the way to do it. It really wasn't. But I will give her props for the one iconic line. A piece of shit like her. Bravo, Gypsy. Even I have to give you props on this one. But I think you only said that again to try to garner sympathy from the public. You want people to think that, oh, you're feeling bad. I don't know if this is a hangover talking because we all know that she more than likely was partaking, in my opinion, allegedly, in some beverages at the Jazz Fest. Is it a lack of sleep? I doubt that because, in my opinion, she doesn't full time watch the baby. I think it's just a matter of she's crashing out. She's losing it. She's completely losing it. I'm speculating things aren't right between her and Ken right now, if she's even thinking on Ryan. Because I really believe that she's trying to keep him on the string as a plan B in case, it doesn't work out with her and Ken. She can run back to him. Because we all know she has a purpose for everybody in her life, and it is to use them in some fashion. And as much as Ryan loves that girl, I hate to say it, but he probably would take her back. I mean, I hope not, because he deserves so much better, but hey. Yeah, but check that video out and let me know what you all think about it. See you next time.